Every 3rd of June, Christians in Uganda celebrate Uganda Martyrs Day at Namugogo Shrine. According to Reverend David, the commemoration of 140 years since the martyrdom significantly strengthened the faith of believers, especially in deepening their knowledge of Christ and encouraging a selfless life of sacrifice.
Then that would mean today we have a challenge that the faith we have, which is in a variety of churches, is seen like something which is beneficial to you. You get to believe in God and your future is assured. Whereas for these people, it nothing like focused that they would benefit from it. And the end result was that they were martyred.
Reverend David further addressed concerns raised by some in the Muslim community, who he said often misinterpret the Christian gathering at the shrine, believing that Christians are worshipping the martyrs instead of God.
True, it's very difficult to be able to differentiate between who is worshipping and who is thinking critical and says, if these people were that young, and even whether they were old, and their end was that, what have I given so that I can know the cost of Christianity? True, there may be those, because even in churches, there are people who go there, when they know they are going to say, put up your hand, of no visa, he goes for visa. So they maybe would say he's going to go to get the visa, to get a trip outside, and so on and so forth. But primarily, the matters situation is basically for the individual to go and takes time and reflects on saying, if these people were able to die for their faith, how can I be so determined to keep my faith to the very end?
According to Reverend David, the Uganda martyrs were executed by King Mwanga too, not because they were rebels, but because they had converted to Christianity. The martyrs were killed in 1886 for refusing to renounce their Christian faith as a stance that was perceived as a challenge to the king's authority and the traditional religious beliefs of the Buganda kingdom.
Now, all we need to know that the person you're talking about who was a master was a king. And you can imagine, like now the president of Uganda, the powers he has. So, even if it's misunderstood, the measure he takes would be interpreted as saying this individual was punished because he was a rebel or he didn't do what his master wanted him to do. And this was a situation, as you may reflect on what exactly went on, that these young men went in good numbers to study the word of God. And obviously at any given time, the master would want to meet one of them or would want somebody to do something and would not be there. And the excuse was, these people have gone to the missionary.
However, according to Gertrude Ssekabira, the director of Mackay Memorial College, unity is fostered among Ugandans when they come together for such gatherings.
All of us come, and it's not only in Uganda, by the way. Even the countries of East Africa, come and join us. There is unity before Christ. There is unity at the feet of Christ. And it doesn't mean, as the Bible says, whether you're a Jew, whether you're not a Jew. And therefore, whether you are what, as long as you are coming to worship God and you are coming for that cause of our salvation.
Tomorrow, believers will gather at the Namugongo Anglican Shrine, and the chief guest will be the President of Uganda.